Hey, this is Notser, and this is the Tier 7 Japanese battleship Nagato. It has 8 main guns, 26 secondary guns, 52 AA guns, a top speed of 25.4 knots, total health 65,000. For the modules, reduce crit chance to main battery, increase AA range, reduce flood and fire chance, faster rudder shift. And for my commander, situational awareness, basic survivability, basic firing training, faster turret traverse, lower cooldown on damage control, and advanced firing training. We are on the map Islands of Ice. I spawned in and I'm headed for north of the capture point. I have an escort of an Atago, and an enemy battleship is feeling real crappy right now because my midway has singled him out and destroyed him in the first 3 minutes of the game. Isn't it lovely that they can just fly over the entire map and isolate just one ship and completely obliterate them in the first strike? Yeah. So, I'm in the Nagato, Tier 7. The enemy aircraft carrier sent the bombers and the torpedo bombers to try and harass my team. I choose to use my fighter. Yes, I did say fighter. At Tier 7, you have access to choose between the fighter and the scout plane on US and Japanese battleships. And anything that I can do to increase my AA power, I will do. Carriers are too damn strong. A carrier captain with a lot of skill at high tier can decimate everything. It's very easy for them to get 4, 5, 6, 7 kills and not even blink. So I want to reduce their power every chance I get. Enemy Atago, Raptordactyl, I like that name. He chooses to come in broadside. We do waterline shot and we lead the target, but we don't lead quite as much, and he's coming in slightly. So we should have lowered our guns just a pixel or two. And we're going to get flanked by another Atago, so we have to pull back. First thing that every Atago wants to do is send out torpedoes. They are fantastic Japanese cruisers that have that unique capability of sending out torpedoes forward of their position. All other Japanese cruisers have to really deal with showing their butt. So you got to be very careful with the Atago. I don't want to leave my friendly, Mo Eagles. We don't want to leave him in the open. We're going to try and maneuver around this island, and then we're going to bring our guns to bear on that enemy Atago that we tried to shoot, but we had an awful shot on him. And we're taking a little bit of battleship fire. Probably 1 citadel penetration, but it's okay. We're still alive. And we're able to do okay. 5k damage with 4 shots landing on the target, but the enemy appears to be sailing oblivious of a giant island in the way, so he's probably going to run aground. You know, raptors haven't been alive for 65 million years, so they're probably not familiar with ships and the way they maneuver with their rudder. That's probably what it is. And he's burning down. Friendlies are all firing on him. I got like half my team going up to face the enemies that are in the northwest, and I'm able to aim right at the waterline because he's not maneuvering, and we get the citadel penetration and we kill Raptordactyl. Now, our friendly is still alive, barely, and he's maneuvering away from the gap that is near the sea line. We have minimal shots on the enemy right now. There's a lot of islands in the way. It's congested, but that's okay. We're reloading. And the enemy Atago, midnight clad, I think. He's coming out from the islands. We fire where we believe he will be at the waterline. He is maneuvering slightly towards us, and we didn't lead quite as much as we should have. Our friendly, unfortunately, dies near the gap. There's just a lot of fire there. And here comes a torpedo bomber, and we have our AA going. We're trying to angle because we know what he wants to do, and he tries to angle, but our fighters and our AA and the friendly battleship that's right behind us are able to wipe out his squadron before he actually drops his torpedoes, which is fantastic. Because the Nagato, it's not sluggish, but it's a pretty big ship, okay? Japanese really like their long ships. The enemy Atago is turning back towards his allies, and we're going to try and lead him again. And on Islands of Ice, it's very hard to pick up where the shots are actually going. But we miss behind the ship. and we have to wait for the long reload. Now, reload is annoying. I really like the Fuso. I hear the Yamato has a very fast reload, and that's exciting for me. I'm also excited to eventually get the Turpets. You Europeans are pretty lucky. You guys have it on sale. North American cluster, not on sale right now, but it will be. And when it is, I'm hoping it's a representation of the German battleship line. Fast reload and fast turret traverse. That sounds really exciting for me, because that will definitely be a line I want to go down. And we're waiting for this enemy Atago, and we've got what we think is the perfect lead. We have a little bit of elevation, and all the rounds are landing where we want them to land, but no damage and only 2 make contact? What? That's not going to work out. So we're moving southeast. There's a couple enemies that are fighting friendlies in their base area, and we would like to move to support. One of the nice things about Japanese battleships is the extreme range of their guns. This is a fully upgraded Nagato, and it has none of the requirements for range modification or turrets. Everything's good. We just needed a new hull and propulsion. And we're doing pretty good. We have a fire, but we use our heal to compensate. We put the fire out. Remember, if it's 1 fire, we let it burn. If it's 2 or more, we use damage control. There's the enemy cruiser that's engaged with a friendly cruiser. Looks like his torpedoes were going towards the friendly. I don't know if they made contact. He's still alive, so I assume they didn't make contact. But he's not gonna like what he's about to find out, this enemy. Midnight's trying to avoid us. You're not avoiding anything. So we lead up a little bit more, and we raise the elevation slightly, because he's moving away at a faster rate. And he moved away slightly further than we anticipated, and we miss everything. And my friendly is trying to run for the hills. Probably not going to get away. He's got 3 enemy cruisers that have range on him, and they're definitely firing on him. And we have to wait for our reload. There's an island that might be in the way, so we have to kind of fire this immediately, and that's what we do. And we try and aim at the waterline far, but he turns into us, and he's able to cover that distance and avoid all my rounds. The friendly unfortunately dies. And now we don't see 2 of the enemies. A friendly Atago is all the way at the other side of the enemy base. It's a little awkward for him. I need to try and eliminate this Midnight guy. His guns have pointed towards my friendly, so this is a perfect opportunity to try and fire at the waterline, because he's not going to be prepared for what's coming. And this looks good. And it was very good. We got almost 20,000 points of damage. And he definitely felt that. You could see his little turrets slowly turning all the way around to fire on me. By the time his turrets get to traversing onto my ship, I should be reloaded, and I'm going to make the same fire again. He's moving slightly in, so we're a pixel or 2 down. But we have the same lead because it felt pretty good. And we're able to finish him off with another Citadel penetration. Awesome. Now we have an enemy trying to fire on us, but he's missing barely. He's right at his max range, the Cleveland, Tier 6 U.S. cruiser. So we want to make sure we stay at his max range. It's very hard for the Cleveland to land long-range shots. And we're reloading, and it looks like he is more interested in firing on my friendly. So again, waterline shot. We tried to lead the target a little bit more, and he turned slightly away from the shots. We're able to land 3 of them and do minimal damage. But a lot of the battleship is predicting the tendencies of your enemy and trying to be in their head 7 to 10 seconds in the future where the shot's going to land. Because Alt obviously gives you all the information that you need, distance to target, and the time it'll take the shell to travel. So you can do all that calculation in your head if you really want to. And we're able to fire again. It looks like it would have been good if we would have led the target a little bit more and we straddled the target. And it's a little bit behind, unfortunately. But my friendly Atago is very healthy. He sends out torpedoes like they're gonna hit the Cleveland. He sees what you're doing. We are taking fire from an enemy cruiser, but I don't really care about that one right now. I want to eliminate the low health Cleveland, obviously. And the friendly lands a couple shots, and we lead a little bit more than we did last time. If we don't kill him, I think these torpedoes are going to kill him. And we don't kill him. 600 hit points left on the target, but the friendly is able to finish him off. Unfortunately, he dies, so it's just me and the Mayoko fighting over this territory. Clearly, we will win. And you could see domination. You know, when we have a Midway and they don't even have anything near, I think they had a Lexington, so tier 8, it's done. Carrier gameplay is so imbalanced right now. I can't wait for the next patch. It's going to be fantastic. Waterline shots, oh yes! That's what I'm talking about. 31,000 points of damage, 2 Citadel penetrations, and 4 targets hit. If we get one more good salvo, he's done for. And the Mayoko didn't like that. He angled rather slowly, and it's irrelevant. I'm reloading, Mayoko. You should have just 100% done damage to me. And now he's moving away slightly, as you can see on the minimap too. So we raise the elevation up, and we pull back the aim a little bit, and we're able to finish him off. Only one enemy left, and it looks like the Midway is going to get the final shot on him. There's no way I can get in range in time to fire, and I have to wait on my reload. And I can guarantee this Midway is pretty good. And I'm going to just look over at it. Yeah, this Ibuki's screwed. He got torpedoed to death. But the Nagato, 3 kills on Islands of Ice, not bad, right? 5 Citadel penetrations? That's pretty good, considering we don't have 12 guns like we do on our Fuso. A base XP of 2,400, with the Midway obviously doing 3,000. You're just showing off, aren't you? We did a base damage of 91,000 with AP, not bad. I hope you all enjoyed this game. I certainly enjoyed it. I hope you have a great day, and I'll catch you next time.